Hey guys, it's me, Elay. My book came in today, Lyrics from Scratch. Woo, I'm so happy. I didn't think it was going to be this big though, because I swear when I ordered it, like, to the settings of how I wanted the book to be, it was supposed to be like half this size, like the size of my Sandwich Man book. And it's funny because my Sandwich Man book is the book I wrote and illustrated for children. I originally wanted it to be this size because it's a children's picture book, but it came back half this size, which is the size I wanted my poetry book to be. But when I opened it up like 10 minutes ago and I flipped through it, my poetry book, I like the size of this and the feel. It's like nice. Lyrics from Scratch by Elay Understood. That's me on the back. It's 48 pages, but it's about songs that I wrote from scratch. And I go into detail about how the song came about, because usually when artists have a song, they've got a story as to how it came about. So this is it. I'm very pleased. I didn't put a table of contents in here. I just wanted you to read the book through. Like, I just wanted it to flow. I didn't want any breaks. I didn't want any chops in it, because it's kind of like a story. You know, poems are stories. Songs are stories. I think that's why I'm starting to gravitate more back into writing songs, because it's a challenge to cram a tragic moment into one song. But it's more compact opposed to having to sit down and write 300, 400 pages. You know, a lot of stuff. I guess it depends on what type of book you're writing, because when I wrote Elaytv, that took a long time because I had to put a lot of thought into it. Realistic fiction, and it just took a lot of a mental process. It was a mental process to write that book, because it had so many plots and twists in it. It wasn't just the, I guess you could say, run-of-the-mill type book where boy meets girl, they fall in love, and they hit a couple snares probably because of something simple as he said, she said. You know, they break up, then their friends try to get them back together. That's simplistic. Those kinds of books don't require much thought. What requires more thought in writing a book is when there's betrayal on deeper levels. I guess there's some type of escapism mentally or whatever. But because I have a book, I'm actually writing 2 books at once. Part 2, which is Octavius, is part 2 for the Elaytv book, and then I'm writing another one, and that book almost finished, because it's not as, I guess, organic as Octavius is. The ones, for the people who read Elaytv, you'll see it's deep. Not like Malcolm X type stuff, but it just puts you in a different thought mode. It's adventurous and everything like that. It's not a book to conform you to a different religion or anything. But it's just a little more of a complex write compared to this other one I'm working on, which is, you know, more of a fiction. More fiction. It's easier for me to write fiction, but when I write a book, I guess that's got more of me in it, that's when it becomes complex. I believe that's what the problem is, because Elaytv, it deals a lot about with me, and so does Octavius. So I think that's why it's a little more difficult to write those books. But once again, I have lyrics from scratch. I'm pleased. It's me. It's a poem book, and then in the next video I probably will read a page or two out of it. This first video, I just wanted to show the unveiling of it. It didn't take long for it to arrive neither. So that's that. That's me. Elay Understood. Third published book. I'd like to get the fourth one out real soon before summer. Be it Octavius or be it just another book. But that's the goal. I promised my followers and fans on WordPress.com, the blog site, that I was gonna give them a poetry book by late spring, and here it is. I did it. Alright. Thanks guys for your support.